there are lots of animals still around that are remarkably unchanged from millions of years ago. These are popularly called living fossils, though that phrase is not usually used by scientists, and often give us insight as to the basal, or primitive forms and evolutionary history of other, more recently evolved animals. They also give us significant insight into the geologic history of the planet. Animals survive when they can reproduce at a stable rate, simple as that. For today we are going to see the top 7 animals that have shown little evolution for millions of years. Number 1. Solenodon. The solenodon is one of the very few mammals to produce its own venom, which flows up through grooves in the incisors in its bottom jaw. The solenodon is found in the fossil record from a whopping 76 million years ago, basically unchanged for millions of years. Number 2. Aardvark. The aardvark eats ants, but is not an anteater. It burrows like a pig and has a pig's flat nose and bristly hair, but is not a pig. In fact, it's the only member of its order, Tubulidentata. The name refers to the animal's bizarre teeth, which are constructed of many narrow tubes that are filed down and regrow continuously. Its closest relatives are, of all things, elephants. The aardvark is found in the fossil record dating way back to the Eocene about 55 million years ago, pretty much unchanged from the modern aardvark. And it looks like it'll be here for a while longer, as well. Though it's elusive, its numbers do not appear to be significant. Number 3. Monito del Monte. Monito del Monte means little mountain monkey, but this intriguing creature is no monkey. Nor is it any other kind of primate, nor is it a rodent, which it sort of resembles. It's actually an ancient marsupial native to Chile and Argentina, unrelated to any other New World marsupial, like the opossum. It's suspected to be related to the true possums of Australasia, but it would have split from them a whopping 46 million years ago and scarcely changed since. The tiny Monito del Monte lives in the highland bamboo forests of mountainous South America, eats mostly insects with some fruit and seeds and nuts, and hibernates, which is unusual for marsupials. It's listed as near threatened by the IUCN. Number 4. Laotian rock rat. The Laotian rock rat first appeared in the fossil record about 32.5 million years ago, but about 11 million years ago, it disappeared from the fossil record. Nobody knows why, considering the rock rat is still here, and has been living and dying through that entire time. It looks sort of like a cross between a squirrel and a rat, and lives, as its name suggests, on rocky limestone areas of Laos. Number 5. Chevrotain. The chevrotain, or mouse deer, is mostly found in Southeast Asia, like the Laotian rock rat, though one species is found in Africa. It's an ungulate, related to deer, but it's tiny, weighing as little as just a few pounds, about the size of a rabbit. It's also a bizarrely primitive creature. They have 4 toes, no scent glands, tiny skinny legs, and pig-like noses. That makes sense, because the chevrotain can be found basically unchanged in the fossil record up to 20 million years ago. They're not very well understood or known. They are solitary and largely nocturnal, and small enough to hide whenever they don't want to be found. Despite their looks, they are also excellent swimmers, and some species can hold their breath for 4 minutes. Number 6. Amami rabbit. The Amami rabbit lives on 2 smallish Japanese islands, Amami and Takono. Sometime between 10 and 20 million years ago, it landed on those islands, where there are no other native rabbits, and just kind of stayed like that. It's the world's most primitive rabbit, with short ears and an elongated skull, small eyes, dense woolly fur, and long curved claws. It's also dangerously endangered, largely because of pit vipers. No, the pit vipers don't eat the rabbits. The Javan mongooses, released on the islands by the dozens to combat the vipers, do. Turns out weird old bunnies are easier to catch than super venomous snakes. Number 7. Red panda. The red panda is a total oddball, evolutionarily speaking. It's the sole member of its family, Ailuridae, not closely related to, well, any other mammals in the world. It's distantly related to the giant panda, but that split happened tens of millions of years ago. It's been classified as a bear, a raccoon, and a weasel in the past. Current consensus is that it's the sole living representative of what was once a powerful and wide-ranging group of animals. There were red pandas in North America, about 7 million years ago. Lots of fossils were found at the Gray Fossil Site in Tennessee. They've also been found in Europe and all over East and Southeast Asia. And yet today there's only the one, absurdly adorable creature, bounding around trees in China, India, Nepal, Burma, and Bhutan. This is a smaller region than it sounds. Animals. Thank you for watching. Don't forget to share and subscribe. Stay tuned for next episode.